All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
Good afternoon. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bay Hill week. Bay Hill, such a fun event. Like, look at him over I don't know what shoulder this is. My right shoulder. We got Scotty Bay Hill. We got the flag, the API flag up there. So clearly like a Bay Hill fan. I am a Bay Hill fan. Always an event that is a great watch. The course conditions, the field, the signature event. We do have a cut this week. It's top 50 guys make the cuts, and then anyone else within 10 strokes of the lead. So although it's a signature event, it is we do have a cut. So that's always a good thing. And then Bay Hill is just it's so fun. Like, we get the firm and fast conditions. We get Arnold on the like all that stuff. It's just good. It's just good. Quick update for everyone. It is a boots on the ground week. Clap it up for that, and clap it up for the people in the Discord who use that knowledge for some success. I saw a ton of screenshots of like, hey, this got me on Timor or Austin Smotherman. I'm just reporting what I see. I saw some good things from him. I told you guys I saw some good things from him. So get over to the site and get this week's boost report. Also, with that, this is live, so I'm clearly not at Bay Hill right now. I was planning on being at Bay Hill today and tomorrow. Turns out the Seminole Pro member was today. I realized that nobody will be on the golf course today, so I wasn't going to drive up to Orlando for that. So with that being said, we will have one day of boots tomorrow. I will not be there on Wednesday. I'm going to be out early tomorrow, probably stay on the golf course till about 1:30, 2 o'clock, get as many names as possible. As always, tune in to the site to get this week's boots report. Let's bring up the screen. Let's get into the thread. As always, I post on Twitter. So just an intro. Bermuda season. I saw, shout out David Guys commented, Rye. I'm talking about the greens, DG. The greens, Bermuda greens. Obviously, ton of thick, rough, firm greens. Distance does matter, and I'm going to get into some of the distance stuff because I had a comment. So looking at some winning profiles. Everyone has gained across the board in this event. This is a golf course where you have to be good at everything. You have to be able to hit driver, high irons, get it up and down when you need to, and then make putts. Here's some of the last 9 winners. Henley was an outlier in the way of, in terms of how he won, and I will go into that as well. So there's 2 styles, distance and spike approach, and distance and spike putting. Both require distance, obviously. So style 1, this is their incoming starts. The guys who have won using the distance and approach form before they came to Bay Hill, their 10 starts prior to Bay Hill, they had an average of 6.8 spikes in distance and an average of 4.33 strokes on approach. So looking at this field, not many people do it. Scotty and Cameron Young, those are the only 2 golfers in the entire field who have averaged a spike of 6.8 on distance and an average of 4.3 on approach in their last 10 starts. They've averaged at least 6.8 or at least 4.3 spikes. Style 2, the way Bryson and Leishman won it, they've averaged about 6.0 distance spikes and 2.5 strokes putting. So that's looking at the winners, their last 10 starts before they came to Bay Hill. Players that done that: Scotty, Rose, and Spieth. Distance shows up. Scotty shows up twice. Obviously, he is their best player in the world. Bay Hill, distance. It is a U.S. Open light setup, and I think everyone would say that. And the way U.S. Opens have become the last decade, distance has just mattered so much in U.S. Open. So obviously it's not rocket science why distance would matter at a golf course like that, or a golf course like anything. But I'm not going to say, obviously bombers can hit shorter clubs into the firm greens, but hitting the fairway does help a ton. So since Bay Hill committed to the firm conditions, 4 of the last 5 winners ranked second in greener regulation rate, which is funny how they've ranked exactly second. I'm not saying try to predict who ranks second, but that's kind of just what happened. Long iron approaches, the key. Bermuda season. Obviously, we were in Florida. Hashtag Bermuda guys. Strokes gained Publix, strokes gained Southeast. All of those do matter a lot. So, if I'm at Publix today or tomorrow and I see X guy in Publix, they're getting a massive boost in the model, and they probably will be winning. So, so look at some of the Bermuda pedigree. All of these are basically, well, Henley's a Publix guy for sure. These aren't as pure Bermuda as usually, because like you think of the Bermuda guys, the Publix guys, Chris Kirk, Russell Henley, Sepp Straka, just the guys who just play well on positional Bermuda. Like those are just the Bermuda guys. But clearly, look at these winners and have multiple times doing it on Bermuda before they did it at Bay Hill. So this is just a little bit of an overview of the outright profile that we are looking for. Course history, it does matter here. And I saw someone comment that the course history doesn't matter. What is it? Make you worse if you have good course history? Is that what you're trying to say? So playing well here in the past makes your chances worse? Obviously, it's not the end of the world, and you could do well like Bridgman without playing there before, but we've seen guys play well at X golf course and then play well there again. It's not rocket science. Distance is the style one, I was going to say, is probably the preferred profile. It's more sustainable. I think it's more predictable in my opinion. So that's kind of what we're going for. And as always, everything is available at Nation. You can just go to the Twitter, use this link, hit right here. Don't click this, click this little link right here and get your discount, 10% off lifetime. Let's look at some of the past winners here the last few years. Russell Henley, 11 under, Scotty Scheffler, 15, Kurt, Scotty, Bryson, Terrell. You can see this goes from like 11 to 18. 18 was a bit of an egregious year. And then the last few years, it's been 11, 5, 9, 15, 11. I'm expecting more of the same this year, looking at the weather for Bay Hill this week. I didn't do a massive deep dive in the weather yet, so let's do it together as a team. Thursday afternoon, it seems pretty steady with the wind, 5 to 10 mile an hour all day. This is a shorter field, so they can go off in a little bit of a shorter window, in my opinion. But we do see it puff up a little bit more in the afternoon. Nothing really to write home about yet. We don't have the hour splits yet for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But Friday, it's looking like we are getting some, maybe a little bit of heavier winds, more unpredictable gust on Friday. And then Saturday, I think more of the same. So it seems to be fairly consistent with like low to medium winds and then gusts up to 20. Rain-wise, it looks like we're going to get some rain Friday afternoon, Friday morning, or Friday afternoon, Friday night. And then maybe some, did I see some? Yeah, a little bit on Wednesday. Thankfully, I will not be there. Oh, wait, I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow. Scattered storms, nothing crazy, but I'll report. Remember what I said at Riviera, how wet it was. I will let you know how it actually performs. And no one else in the industry is going to be able to tell you how it's looking in terms of firmness, not firmness. And I will be able to do that tomorrow for you guys. So let's look at some of the contests, go through some of the payout structures, see if there's anything that catches your eye while I bring some of these up. So this $1 million sand trap, 25, 150 max, got 200K up top. 10th place pays 6K. You got to beat a ton of people in that contest. The $5 DTG, drive the green, pays out 30K up top, 10K to second. Not my favorite structure, but I know Alex and Tambo will go more into detail on what they like and what they don't like in terms of structure. $3.20 max, always a good contest if you want to just play $60. A lot of guys, but it's not the worst payout structure in the world. 600, 10th to 6K at first is a nice little structure in my opinion. But my favorite contest for the week is going to be this $8 5 max right here. It is called the 15K mulligan. You only have to beat not that many people. And if you're getting 5 entries, divide that by 4. So you're only have to leveraging that many people if you max it out. And then top pays 1,500. 10th plays 150. Perfect payout structure in my opinion, and you're not breaking the bank. You're putting in $40. So I think this is a really solid contest. I will get to I see some questions coming in. I'll definitely get to them at the end. So let's look at some of the DFS board while we are here. Scotty leads the way at 14-1. Rory, Tommy, Xander. And I will say, I just said this on a different show. I do think this is the best week, maybe ever, for a Scotty Rory duel. We haven't had one. We were close at Royal Portrush last year, but not really. This year, I think they are both as close to like major midseason form at the same time as they ever been this early. Are they there yet? And I think both of them would say no. I think both of them would say no, I'm not in midseason form yet. But I'm getting there. Last year, Scotty was obviously injured. Last year, Rory was playing really nice. The year before that, Scotty was playing really nice. Rory was kind of figuring things out. This year, they're both getting close at the same time. So the way the golf course is, the way they both had success here, the way the questions you need to answer, I love these two both up top. With that being said, personally, I'm going to be putting probably all of my shares up here with Scotty and Rory, probably more towards Scotty. And I'll give you a better answer in the Booch Report where we're out and the slate plan where I'll go. But as of now, Monday afternoon, that's what I'm thinking. Tommy and Xander, I just probably can't get to them. But Tommy is going to mix at a rate uncontrollably this year. He's going to be in the top 5 on the weekend all year round. So playing Tommy, I will never, ever, ever say no to. But one guy I want to highlight is like, it's just simply Scotty. Like, I don't know if I've ever came on a show and been like, all right, let's talk about Scotty Scheffler. But let's talk about Scotty Scheffler because he's 14-1 now. And he's been like a little bit pricier over he was 14-9 at his previous event. Shout out rickrungood.com. But he was 14-3. Also, like, he's been going down. And that's because he can't play golf on Sunday. Thursday. If Scotty can just golf on Thursday, he would win. Recency bias is a hell of a drug. Overreactions are a hell of a drug. Scotty Scheffler led the tour in Thursday scoring last year. He's had 4 events, 16 rounds, 3 bad rounds. And they just happened to be on Thursdays. If they were on Friday or Saturday, no one would say anything. They'd be like, oh, damn, Scotty, T3, T4, T12, like another good start for Scotty. But just because he's playing bad on Thursday, it means he's lost. No. The more concerning thing is 0.7 strokes lost on approach. That's the more concerning thing. But he's never had a good West Coast success, in my opinion. Look at this putter. This putter is a joke. Look at this course history. This course history is a joke. API was the last time he finished outside the top 10 before last week. So I think those two things combined, he's going to win this week. Win T15, T4, win T11, elite ball striking. It's just Scotty being Scotty. I'm going there. I love him. I've never said this before, but I might bet Scotty Scheffler. And remember that Genesis card I made? I made that Genesis card like 14x ROI. So I'm saving some units to launch Scotty into the outright market this week. Or it could be this week, if not very soon. Second guy I want to talk about is Chris Gotterup. This price of 8.3 seems a bit cheap for what we get in terms of course fit wise, what we get in terms of number 2 in the FedEx Cup. Really good golfer, proves he can win. Look at this start to the season. Win T18, win T37, miscut. The approach play is kind of dwindling, but one thing we do know he has is the distance, and he can hit that low fairway burner that just runs and runs and runs, give himself a wedge into so many holes. He's never played this event before, but Chris Gotterup recently moved to West Palm Beach. I was talking to him about it at in Phoenix, and he says he's really getting used to the Bermuda grass and putting on the Bermuda grass. So I'm not really worried about not having the course history here. I think it is a good golf course for Chris Gotterup, and even better, a great price, 8.3. And then finally, the last guy I want to highlight before we move on is Ryan Gerard. Very interested to see what the industry does with Ryan Gerard. Because remember, last week, he had to win the Honda Classic. He was a lock. He was the highest priced golfer. It was Gerard week. He had no choice. But he didn't win. I will say, he gained just about 3 off the tee and 4.5 on approach. Oh, you're telling me Ryan Gerard lost strokes in the short game? I could have never imagined that. Turns out he did. But at Bay Hill, that ball striking, that distance, that just stern, true, solid ball striking will prevail much more than the short game will. So I think this is a great price and great bounce back spot for Ryan Gerard. All right, next thing we want to talk about is where you're going to get this information and what you're going to get when you're using all of this information. So use this code in the code boots. It is in the description. You're gonna get the optimizer. This optimizer is generational. It's actually generational. Sort it however you want. Check off your guys. I love making rules. So for example, I'll make a rule where I'll do like this. I'll hit manual and I'll say use at least 2 players. Don't use him if you're using him. Mess around with the tools. And if you're building like anything more than 4 lineups, you're going to want to use the projections, use the optimizer to give yourself a real chance, because your brain is only so big. This stuff is making your brain a lot bigger. In these projections, they will be automatically uploaded. They're not up yet because here at Chip Nation, we do not rush things. We wait till it is time. And I'm not sure when exactly they will be up, but once the computers, the big brains, get all of the key piece, when all the talking heads talk, including myself, it'll know who's going to be chalky. It'll know who needs to go where. So we're waiting until the projections are dialed to get it up. So use it. It'll be automatically integrated with SaberSim right here. And then from there, if you want to change them a little bit, there's a little like plus minus. You do whatever you want. Feel free to mess with it. Make it your own. Go over here, PGA Plus Optimizer. Use this code Boots. And right now it's a free week. So you're going to get a free week of Boots if you sign up. It's not going to be free forever. I don't know. Usually I would love to say like, all right, it's going to be free till X date. I don't know when it's going to be free till, but it is free right now. And if you want to try the free week, get it the all access. I see these motherfuckers crushing MMA, NBA. Shoot me a DM because I want to know how you guys do this stuff. I probably should just listen to more shows. I only know G, but like these dudes that ship it are so damn successful and so damn impressive what they do with all sports. So go the single sport, go the all access. Either way, use code Boots. It helps me, it helps you. I'll tell you, getting on the road all the time is not cheap, but I love it. I do love it. And then as always, fly the flag. Go over here, click winner circle, grab a logo, and then if you win, you get rewarded. If you win $1 million, we've had $4 million winners over the last few years. You get a Rolex if you win $1 million. If you win anything over 100K, you get a free Ship It Nation month for, and that parlays. That parlays. If you're winning this, like even if you're winning 1,000, bang, another free month. Oh, you win 1,000 again, bang, another free month. Say you win 3,000, that's 3 months for free. And if you have an all access membership, that's adding up. So the more you win, it'll start coming too. And I noticed that for myself. Like if I win a little bit, I'll win like a little bit more after that. So use our tools, use the code, help me help you. Next thing I want to talk about is, let me get my notes pulled back up. I don't know where the hell my notes went. Is a chalky guy and a potential pivot. I believe this guy right here is going to be a little chalky this week. Min-Woo Lee, this is not correct. This is not updated yet, just so you know. Min-Woo Lee, very chalky in my opinion. Look, runner-up at Pebble, T12 at Riviera, and Bay Hill. It doesn't have the best course history, but it's a golf course that should make sense for him on paper. Long, good short game, and the price. More than anything, the price is going to get people on Min-Woo Lee and not these 2 weeks. But losing 6 strokes on approach and gaining, 6 short game, that's as Min-Woo Lee as it gets. I don't think it's going to be as sustainable this week. He is a truly unserious, very, very, very unserious middle iron player, long iron player. And I don't care how good of a chipper you are, I don't see it working out. I really don't see it working out. So I'm definitely going to be fading Min-Woo Lee. I'm definitely potentially betting some matchups against him. Unless I see something glaring at Boots, I'm going to be out on Min-Woo Lee, and I think you guys should be too. A potential pivot. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to churn out in this ownership in this range right now, but around the 8K range, I could see Sam Burns getting a little overlooked, and I just love how volatile he is. I really do. So miscut T6, miscut. One thing we know that Sam Burns can do is he has that spike distance. I talked about it at the top of the show. He has that spike distance. He can get hot on approach, and I feel like people are like going to be like, Sam Burns, like he's so all over the place. When he has it slotted, he's one of the guys. Like I say this with Dan Brown as a joke. When Dan Brown has it solid, he's have to beat. When Sam Burns has it slotted, he has as good a ceiling as anyone. And talk about the U.S. Open comparison. I'm not saying it's the U.S. Open, but Sam Burns played really, really well at Oakmont last year. I think this is a good course for him to have a high ceiling finish. Like, I'm looking at Sam Burns like all the way there or all the way not there. And for whatever, take that for whatever you want to take it as. If you want to get risky with Sam Burns, I probably will be, and I think it's a good little play to get risky with Sam Burns. I think he could be a potential nice pivot. The model talk that will be coming after Boots, so I'll finish that at the end of the show. I'll let you guys know the updated schedule. But finally, that leads you to the one golfer that I'm on. Then I'll get to questions. One golfer I'm on, Joel Dahmen, $6,300. And clap it up for you guys. I know we had Joel Dahmen last week. Gave us a little bit of outright sweat, but really good DFS sweat. Joel Dahmen does not scream Bay Hill. Not the longest hitter in the world, but fairways and greens. Gained about, 9 strokes ball striking last week. Definitely his best result in a long, long time. And look at this Bay Hill course history. Excuse me. Bay Hill course history. Miscut, T5, miscut. So we know he could do it there. Played also really well at Torrey Pines, a golf course you can't fake it around, a golf course you got to hit your spots and hit some long irons. That's what you're going to have to do this week. And Joel Dahmen looks the part. He's just fairways, greens, fairways, greens, fairways, greens. So that's one golfer that I am on, and that is Joel Dahmen. Let's look at some of these. I like Lowry again. I talked about it on a different show. Definitely going to see what the people are saying about him, what the ownership comes in on Lowry. But hopefully people are like, damn, this guy's a loser. I don't want to play Lowry again. The best part for that is we don't need him to win. We need him to finish what? T9? Can Lowry finish T9? Hell yeah. He's got decent course history on Bay Hill. He loves Florida golf. I think he'll be like fair ownership. Nothing out of control, but fair ownership from Lowry. So I definitely agree with that call. All right. So schedule going forward. Today is Monday afternoon. I will be at Bay Hill tomorrow. I'm going there tonight after TGL. So also, if you have any questions you want me to ask the guys at TGL, let me know, as well as letting me know what you want me to ask them on site if I can find them and get their attention. But TGL is really good for me to like ask them questions because like they give me a mic and like I can say whatever the hell I want. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, schedule going forward. TGL tonight, driving to Bay Hill tonight. Bay Hill early tomorrow morning until around, not sure what time, but I'll get as many guys as possible. And then back to Palm Beach tomorrow afternoon. I have to do TGL tomorrow. So then Boots stream will be Wednesday morning. Not sure exactly what time. Discord, I'll get it dialed out, but there I will do the Boots show. I will talk about everything that I saw on site tomorrow, and that is a private show. So you're gonna have to use code Boots. Get on the site. It's only for the members because it is literally going through every single thing I saw while I was there and answering your questions in the chat. So as always, ship it. Song of the day today is going to be Not Good Enough for Truth in Cliche by Escape the Fate. Play the hits. And yeah, I'll catch you guys Wednesday. Have a great week. Peace out.